Good morning, everyone. Today we start chapter 7 of History, Ashoka, the emperor who gave up war. As you can see, the 100 rupees note in my hand. Okay. Can any one of you tell me the which famous leader picked on this note? Who is known as the nation father of our nation? Who is known as the father of our nation? Yes, Harsh.
Ma'am, the Indian rupee contain a picture of our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji.
Mahatma Gandhi. Very good. Very good. So that all of you them had seen that the smiling face of Gandhiji on our printed currency of our country. Yes, so this smiling face printed on our currency, and you also observe that there you notice they the printed this the on the right set is the right side of this note, the tiny set of lines on the left, isn't it? Isn't it? This on the left, okay, the right end. Okay, so this the printed Gandhiji printed on the right side, and the tiny set of lines on the left side, because this symbol is having importance. Okay, now same day Roshan colors the crispy notes and that her grandfather had given her on her birthday, while she badly wanted to buy a new CD. She also wanted to just see that they feel the brand new notes. It was then she noticed that all of them had a smiling face on the Gandhiji printed on the right and the tiny set of lines on the left. A line that we have seen on this note and or you can see on coin, you can see also on coin, have a long history. They have carved in stone and placed on the top of massive stone pillar, which is at Sarna. Okay. Now the Ashoka was the one of the greatest ruler known to history was and on his inscription were inscribed on that pillar. So that's the part on which this line prays on that pillar. As well as he also inscribed his inscription on rocks. Before we find what was the written inscription, let us see why the kingdom was called empire. Yes. So because the empire is not a small unit, the group of countries or the group of kingdoms that is governed by one empire, come in one empire. Group of kingdom compile in one, that one part known as empire. So here we talk about Emperor Ashoka. Empire that Ashoka ruled was founded by his grandfather, and his grandfather name was Chandragupta Maurya, about more than 2300 years ago. Chandragupta was supported by the wise man named by a wise name named Chanakya. Also he is known as Kautilya or Vishnugupta. So whatever the ideas Chanakya had, so all these ideas were written down in one book. That book is called Arthashastra. Now, what is the meaning of dynasty? Yes, when the member of same family became the ruler, one after another, like the Mauryan dynasty founded by Chandragupta Maurya. So right now the after that Chandragupta, who became the ruler? His son Bindusara. After that, Bindusara's son became the ruler. Who was he? Ashoka. So dynasty, when the member of same family became the ruler one after another, the family is often called dynasty. So the Maurya was a dynasty important through three rulers: Chandragupta, his son Bindusara, and Bindusara's son Ashoka.
I am King Ashoka. My father was Bindusara and my grandfather was Chandragupta Maurya. I was the king of Maurya Empire.
Thank you, Tanesh. Tanesh, wonderfully you played this role. Thank you, Tanesh. Now, yes. So let's talk about the Mauryan administration. So there is if we talk about the Mauryan administration, so Mauryan administration divided into different parts. First, I want to tell you about the Chandragupta Maurya. The Chandragupta Maurya was the first ruler of Mauryan dynasty. Okay, when he became the first ruler, when he overthrew the Nanda ruler, last Nanda ruler in 321 BC. He was supported by his wise man Chanakya, also known as Kautilya and Vishnugupta. Chandragupta first conquered Magda. After that, he defeated Seleucus Nicator, a general of the Greek king Alexander, and then after he tried to strengthen his control over the other part of the North India. Now, after that, the Chandragupta, the Bindusara became the ruler. He also followed his father expansion policy. After Bindusara, Ashoka became the ruler. Ashoka was the most important famous Mauryan king and one greatest ruler. Ashoka governed his kingdom well. He numerous rock and pillar edicts spread over a large part of India gave us a lot of information about this great ruler. So if we talk about the administration, Mauryan administration, so the Mauryan administration can be divided into 4 divisions: central, provincial, district or village. Okay, now first division is divided into four division. First division is professional, central, second provincial, third district, and fourth is village. So the Mauryan administration can be divided into 4 divisions. Central, first is central, provincial, district and village. Now, the emperor of that dynasty ruled on first central. After that, the provincial governed by the prince, and the officers who appointed by the emperor govern on district, and the village headman appointed by the emperor govern on village unit. So there the several cities in Mauryan Empire. These included the capital Patliputra, Takshila and Ujjain. If you observe the map 5, you can see through these 3 capitals, they block the border, they save their territory. If we talk about Patliputra, the main capital of Mauryan Empire, you can see Patliputra, the capital which is on the which side of our country? As a protect our boundary. North, east, and Takshila, north, west, and Ujjain, three capital, central, India. So at the border of those came from south to north enter. So they reach Ujjain. So you can see this triangle. Three capital. The first, the Patliputra, who ruled on there? The emperor, Takshila, and other the ruled by the prince and their officers. As you can observe that all three are located at different directions, different posts, different our country border. So the people, those who are living here, their eating habits, their way of living, their costume, different from each other. But the rule regulation only followed by those rule regulation described by give instruction by the ruler, emperor to them. So these including the capital Patliputra, Takshila, Ujjain. Takshila was the gate of the northwest, including Central Asia, while the Ujjain lay on the route from north to south. Merchant, official, craft person probably lived in this city. So in other area, there were the village of farmer herders. In some areas, some central India, there were forests where the people gather forest produce and hunted animal for food. So in this way, we can see the people in different part of empire spoke different language. They had different eating habit and they wore different kind of clothes as well as. Let's talk about the difference between empire and kingdom. As I have already told you, the empire is a big part. The many small kingdom come together and they make empire. So empire require lots of army, lots of resources for their people, because if we compare the kingdom, it is a larger, the empire is a larger than the kingdom. So the emperor need more resources because of the empire is a large in the kingdom and need to be protected by the big army. They also collected a large number of officials, needed a large number of officials who collected the tax from the people, those who were living in this empire. Now ruling the empire, yes. As in the empire was so large, so the Mauryan Empire divided into 4 divisions: central, provincial, district, and village. Different parts were ruled differently. The area around Patliputra under the control of emperor. So that is the central. You can see it is a central division. This Patliputra ruled by the emperor. This meant the officials were appointed to collect the tax. Who appointed? Emperor appointed these officials, and these officials collected the tax from the farmer, herder, artisan, craft person, and trader. Those were lived in these villages and towns which comes under this empire part. Official also punished. They had a right. These officials, those were appointed by the emperor, they had a right to punish those who disobey the ruler's order. Many of these officials were on salaries. Now, keep this thing, messenger went to or fro, means the emperor also appointed the few other officials, those checked these officers. So those check these officers appointed as a spy. Those always kept a watch on the official with the help of member of royal family and senior minister. There were the other area known as the provincial, which these were the ruled by the provincial capitals such as Takshila and Ujjain. So the main capital was Patliputra, central capital was Patliputra, but the Takshila and Ujjain was provincial capital. That was governed by the prince who sent by the emperor as a governor of these provincial capitals. The royal prince were often sent as a governor. Local custom and rule were probably followed there. There were the vast area between the centers. Here the Maury tribe controlled the roads, rivers, which were important for transport and collect whatever resources were available. Tax and tribute. For example, Arthashastra tell us the information which collects from the Arthashastra tell us that Northwest was important from blanket purpose because that was in mountainous region located in South India is famous for gold and spice, precious stone and spices. So it is possible for the resources were collected as a tribute. So those came from these area, they collected as a tax the blanket of that area, Kandhar. Okay. Now those came from the Brahmagiri, Sarnathi, Sopara. They given as a tribute to Ujjain official like precious stone and gold. Now, what is a tribute? Tribute is a kind of tax. Where is it collected on regular basis? Tribute was collected as and when it was possible from people who give variety of things more and less willingly. There was also forest season. The people living in this area, they are not giving tax in cash. So they give in forest product to the emperor. Like maybe they were expected to provide elephant, timber, honey, wax to Mauryan officials, which helped them in their administration and their official work and fort making. Yes, let's talk about the emperor and the capital city. Now the Megisthun was an ambassador. Ambassador, an important person who represent his or her country in a foreign country, जिसे हम हिंदी में राजदूत कहते हैं. So he was an ambassador who sent by the court of किसके कोर्ट में? चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य के कोर्ट में, by the Greek ruler of West Asia. The Greek ruler name was Seleucus Nicator. So whatever the Megisthun saw, he written on his note. So he wrote the occasion on which the emperor appear in a public. So there is a public rally and the celebrated with a grand royal procession. He carried in a golden plank. उसकी पालकी में था, golden पालकी में था, और his guard ride elephant. They guards on elephant decorated with gold and silver. Some of the guards carry trees on which the live birds, including flock of the trained parrot, circle above the head of the emperor. The king is normally surrounded by armed women. King was protected by not man, protected by armed women. He is afraid that someone may try to kill him. He has special servant to taste the food before he eats as a security purpose. He never sleep in the same bedroom for 2 nights. Same for the security purpose. Now the Megisthun also observed and described about the infrastructure of Patliputra. That in the Patliputra, this is the large and beautiful city. It is surrounded by the massive walls. It has 570 towers with and 64 gates for entry in Patliputra. The house of 2 and 3 story building, the build of wood and mud were used to making houses. The kings of the place is also wood decorated with stone carving. It is surrounded with a garden enclosure for keeping birds. So through this you can observe that the Ashoka was nature loving person. In next class, we will talk about Ashoka unique ruler and Ashoka war in Kalinga.